Hi everyone, welcome to this video. I'm Laura123 and this is going to be a new book haul video. Well, more like a mega book haul video because I have a lot of books here to show you. So sit back, relax, and I hope you enjoy watching. If you do, please click like, comment, share, and please subscribe to my channel. That would be awesome. And don't forget to please smash the notification bell to all notifications. Then you can see when I've uploaded new videos and also when I'm doing live streams. Let me know in the comments section down below what book you are currently reading and if you're enjoying it or not. And yeah, hopefully, as I say, I'll give you some ideas for books in this video because I myself, like when I watch people's book haul videos, I always get loads of ideas. So I hope that I can help other people in finding books that they might not have heard of before. Okie dokie. So the first book I'm going to show you, I actually finished reading a couple of days ago, but I wanted to include it in this video because, you know, it is a new book. So I wanted to show you it and I absolutely freaking loved it. So this is by the amazing Richard Osman and it's called The Bullet That Missed. It's number 3 in the Thursday Murder Club series and it's so good. I loved it so much. Of course, I gave it a 5 stars on Goodreads and it's just really good fun. If you like cozy mysteries, I really recommend this series. You can read them as standalones, but for me personally, I would recommend you read them in a row in order of the series because you kind of get to know the characters, get to know their backstory and read about all the other kind of adventures they've had. And, you know, that's my advice. But really love this book. So good. It says here, 4 unlikely friends, a murder with no body, and trouble knocking at their door. Welcome to the Thursday Murder Club. So honestly, check it out. It's really good fun. It's a little bit silly at times, but it's all good. Like, I just really enjoy it. It's just such a fun adventure. So yeah, please check out the new Richard Osman book. He's amazing. Like, such an amazing author. And number 4 is coming out next year. So you know I'm going to be reading that. Okay, so the next book I want to show you is this one here. This is like a brick. It's so big. I think this is going to take me about a week to read, seriously. Like, I keep putting it off because it's so big and chunky, but I do want to read it before the year is out because it just sounds really interesting and different and everyone's raving about it as well. So it is Babel and it's by R.F. Kuang. I think that's how you pronounce her name. But yeah, look at this cover. It's so shiny and stuff. It's a really nice cover. So yeah, there's a really cool, hold on, map. I don't know about you, but I love a good map in a book there. Makes me excited. I'm a proper book nerd, right? I know. So it says, an act of translation. It's always an act of betrayal. Oxford, 1836, the city of dreaming spires. It is the centre of all knowledge and progress in the world. It's the heart, and at its heart is Babel, Oxford University's prestigious Royal Institute of Translation, the tower from which all the power of the empire flows. Orphaned in Canton and brought to England by a mysterious guardian, Robin Swift thought Babel a paradise until it became a prison. But can a student stand against an empire? It just sounds so exciting, and yeah, I will get to it. I know it's a big chunky brick like book, but I will get to it because I think it sounds really cool. Okay, so the next book I want to show you is this one here, Girl Crush. I can't remember if I've shown this in a recent book or not, but if not, I'm showing it again anyway. So this is by Florence Given, and yeah, it's called Girl Crush. I actually managed to get it in W.H. Smith, half price, and I was like, oh, that's a result for a new book to get it on offer. So this one sounds really cool. It says, meet Eartha. It's 2030 and she has just started her life afresh as an openly bisexual woman, whilst also becoming a viral sensation on Wonderland, which is a social media app which most of the human race is plugged into. But Eartha's new existence begins to spiral dangerously out of control as her online and offline selves grow further and further apart, until she is forced to make a choice. Which version of herself should she kill off? Can one Eartha stay alive without the other? So it sounds really interesting and kind of futuristic, and the whole kind of social media thing of how I suppose we do portray a different kind of image online a bit, you know. So yeah, I love that cover as well. Really cool. Okie dokie. So the next book I want to show you, I got these two together on a buy one get one half price sale in Waterstones. So yeah, this is Within These Wicked Walls by Lauren Blackwood. This has been on my want to read list on Goodreads for absolutely ages, and I just couldn't find it anywhere. walked into Waterstones and it was just sitting there. I was like, I love that. So this just sounds really interesting. Apparently it was a Reese Witherspoon YA book club pick. And yeah, it just kind of sounds like a dark kind of spooky vibe kind of story about this girl who is an exorcist. She's hired to cleanse households of the evil eye. Yeah, and then she has to find a patron, a rich individual who will vouch for her abilities. But yeah, I don't know, it just sounds weird, and I like weird and dark, and yeah, the cover is awesome. So maybe this could be like Halloween, like October month read, because as I say, like the whole kind of exorcist and the evil eye and stuff, I don't know. But yeah, that's that one. And the other one I got, this is definitely going to be, like, without a doubt, my first book of October. 100%. Like, I'm so excited about this. It is The Lighthouse by Alex Bell. Now, I don't know if you like your kind of, you know, creepy books, but these two here, so it was Frozen Charlotte and Charlotte Says, creeped me out. So she does kind of like, I think they're like YA, I don't know, older middle grade stroke YA books, but they are creepy. Like, her books are creepy. Frozen Charlotte stayed in my mind for so long afterwards. But yeah, this is the new book from her, and as I say, it's called The Lighthouse. And I love books about lighthouses as well. I don't know what it is. I find lighthouses really intriguing, and I like the kind of imagery of them. I don't know what. I've never been to a lighthouse, by the way. I don't know. Anyhow, so it says at the top here, I know you're there. So it says, don't go into the lighthouse. From the second they set foot on the island to join their dad and his new family, Jess and Rosie feel that something's wrong. Nightmares haunt their dreams, and there seems to be someone or something with them in the lighthouse, their home for the summer. Counting down the days until they can leave, Jess and Rosie decide to investigate. But when Rosie disappears, the countdown takes on a new meaning, especially when no one but Jess remembers Rosie at all. Yeah, it sounds creepy, and as I say, this is going to be my first book, you heard it here first, of the month of October, because I think it's going to kind of start that spooky month off in style, and I love her books, so I'm really excited for that one. Okay, so next one I'm going to show you, I've got two library books here. Where's the other one? Here it is. I've got two library books that I'm going to show you. I shouldn't have really got any books out from the library, because as you can see, I have all these books to read, and my books next door, and my books downstairs, and books in the spare room. I think you're getting the gist of it, right? But I love going to the local library. I love being in the library. I love using the library services. It's just, I don't know, I'm a bookworm, right? I love the library. And I see books that are like brand new that kind of saves me buying them, and I'm like, result. So in the library, just come out, I found Lord of the Fly Fest by Goldie Moldavsky. Love her books. She's really, really awesome. I also found the, where is it? With Fire in Their Blood by Kat Delacourt, or Delacourte, I don't know how to pronounce her name. But yeah, both library books, both YA. This one is like a retelling of Lord of the Flies, which I know is a classic book, but I have never read it. I asked Nathan, my fiance, if he'd read Lord of the Flies, and he was like, well, of course, you know, I read it in school. Most people read it in school. And I was like, I didn't read it in school. Maybe my school was really rubbish. Or maybe I just wasn't paying any attention. I don't know. But this just sounds like creepy but fun. As I say, I really like this author. I've read a few books from before. She's really, really good. So it says, how to survive when a music festival turns bad. Don't upset the influencers, especially when there's no Wi-Fi. Don't annoy the beauty guru. I can never say that. Gurus. There you go. Especially if they've lost their makeup. And don't get on the wrong side of the super hot headliner, especially when he could be a murderer. When Raffi lands a ticket for Flyfest, the hottest ticket in town, she can't believe her luck. But a trip to a dream island soon turns into a nightmare. While the celebrities are losing their minds and their luggage, Raffi decides to investigate River Stone, a mysterious musician. But River is harbouring a dark secret, and Raffi stands to lose a lot more than her dignity. There's a little pass there for Flyfest. So yeah, I really love this cover. It's spooky, it's creepy, but I love the colouring and just like the imagery. I don't know, really cool. So that's that one. I'll keep my library books separate, actually. I do try and read my library books, you know, maybe not always first, but I kind of push them up the list a bit, because in case, you know, other people are waiting from, you know, I'm nice like that. However, sometimes I'm naughty and do end up having to renew them again. But anyway, so yeah, with Fire in Their Blood, I only literally got this book because the lovely Kit Kats Can Read, who I watch all the time. She's a great booktuber. I've watched her for many, many years. Hello, Katie, if you're watching. She has recommended this book. She said it's absolutely amazing. Like, she, really went on about it in her vlogs, how good it was, how much she was enjoying it, how much she was thinking about it when she wasn't reading it. So I just, I don't know too much about it, but I know if she loves it, it's probability that I'm going to love it, because we do kind of seem to read similar books and like the same stuff. So it says some love stories end in flames. So yeah, this is like I'm sure it's like a kind of Romeo Juliet vibe, fantasy. I think there's magic and romance, and yeah, there's that. So I do listen to people's recommendations. Okay, so the next book I want to show you is The Lost Girl King by Catherine Doyle. So one of my favourite books that I've read this year so far, it's definitely going to be in the top 5 of the year, without a doubt, is Twin Crowns. And that was by Catherine Doyle and I think it was Catherine Webber. Maybe Webber? Two Catherines anyway. But I absolutely love that book. And so I looked up the authors to see what other books they'd done. And I found out that Catherine Doyle literally had a new book coming out in those kind of next few weeks. So I ordered it. It turned up. So this just sounds so fun. It is a middle grade. I don't tend to read as many middle grade as I used to. I mean, I've got the odd few that if I think they're really like special and I'm really enjoy them, I'll read. But in general, I don't go out and buy loads and loads of middle grade because I just think they're a little bit too young for me. But as I say, certain ones, the stories appeal to me, or I like the author, I've read them before, that kind of thing. But this just sounds really, really good and magical. It says here, now biting action, spellbinding, magic. I think there's like something like an Irish, was it yeah, Irish kind of folklore and magic. Have you ever wished that time would stand still? Then be careful what you wish for. So it just sounds really good fun. And as I say, I really love Twin Crowns. If you've not read Twin Crowns, honestly, and you like your YA fantasy, please read it. It's so good. Absolutely loved it. Both the twins were brilliant. Like the story, the world building, everything is just amazing. Okie dokie. Right, so I'm going to show you my current read, which literally I got yesterday, turned up in the post. And the reason why it's my current read, that I pushed it ahead of all my others, is because I'm a huge fan of Courtney Summers. The first book I ever read from her was Sadie. I think a lot of you have read that if you're watching, possibly, maybe not, I don't know. But Sadie was like a massive book. Everyone was raving about it. It was a big YA thriller. So much so that when you see a lot of YA thrillers, it says, if you like Sadie, you'd love this, so it's just such a big kind of cult book. It's absolutely amazing. One of the first books I'd ever read in kind of like a podcast vibe as well. And then I think loads more followed after that. But anyway, I love her books. She's so good. Her books are YA, but they're very kind of raw and gritty. They're not for the faint-hearted. They go into intimate details about things that some people could consider as taboo, or subjects that are quite awkward to talk about and very triggering, but she does it in such an amazing way. Like the way she words things, it's so, as I say, it's so raw, and you feel it. You feel the characters, you feel the story. And sometimes the books have made me cry because it's been so sad, and other times I've got angry, and that's brilliant. It's the power of writing, how it can affect you. So this is her new one. It's called I'm the Girl. The amazing Courtney Summers. Honestly, I know I keep going on about her, but like, she's such an amazing author. So yeah, check out her books. Like, she's got other books that are out there, and just amazing. So this one, hold on, I'll show you under the dust jacket. It's pretty cool. It's got the antlers. I love the blue and the pink. I think blue and pink go so well together. This one says, when 16-year-old Georgia Avis discovers the dead body of 13-year-old Ashley James, she teams up with Ashley's older sister Nora to find and bring the killer to justice before he strikes again. But the investigation throws Georgia into a world of unimaginable privilege and wealth without conscience or consequence. And as Ashley's killer closes in, Georgia will discover that when money, power and beauty rule, it might not be the matter of who is guilty, but who is the guiltiest. So yeah, it's very kind of, it's giving me kind of like, I don't know, like the kind of hashtag Me Too, like the whole Jeremy, not Jeremy, what's his name? Jeffrey. Was it Jeffrey Epstein? Yeah. Not Jeremy. I don't know who Jeremy Epstein was. But yeah, Jeffrey Epstein. Kind of those kind of vibes. I don't know. But it's a bit dark. It's a bit hard hitting, but it's very, very good. I'm really enjoying it so far. I'm on page 99 already, so I am loving it. It's really, really good. And it literally came out like a week ago. So Okay, so the next book I want to show you, I've had so much trouble getting Waterstones. Naughty, 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 very naughty. Waterstones have been really rubbish with their pre-orders lately. You know, and it's not the individual store's fault. It's head office, it's their new system, it's this, it's that, I don't know. But let me know in the comment section if you've also had issues with pre-orders from Waterstones. I'm still waiting for 2 books. One come out in August and one Stephanie Garber's new book, which come out on the 13th, and still not been processed, still not been sent off, nothing. Anyway, I'm not going to moan about Waterstones, but I think they're trying to get things sorted. Things are slowly coming through, but anyway, this book come out in August and I've only just got it after lots of drama and moaning and emails and going into the shop and ringing up and blah, blah, blah. But it is The Very Secret Society of Irregular Witches, and it's by Sangu Mandana. Love this cover. So, so cute. It says, witch wanted. Witch, please? Living tutor wanted for 3 young witches, must have nerves of steel, previous teaching experience not necessary, witchiness essential. And it's got some little books there with candles. But yeah, I really want to read this book because it's supposed to be really fun, very kind of cozy. Obviously it's about witches, and I love anything with witches in. But yeah, it says she found magic in the most unlikely of places. Apparently it's a perfect comfort read, so I hope it's going to be good. After that wait I've had for that blooming book, it better be good. Right, so next book I want to show you is this one, The Skeleton Key by Erin Kelly. Now, I'll be honest, this was a kind of cover buy. Well, not cover buy, a cover I was drawn to just literally because the look of it. And they say you shouldn't judge a book by its cover, but I do like a nice book cover. What can I say? And also, it is signed by the author. You know, so obviously if I sell it on eBay afterwards, then hopefully I'll get a little bit more money for it because it is signed for. Unless I super duper love them, then I keep the books. But if I've read them and enjoyed them, but I don't think I'm going to read it again, I just kind of, you know, sell them on eBay. But yeah, Skeleton Key sounds really, really interesting. 1 book, 2 families, a lifetime of obsession. So let's have a look here. So it says, in a large house in London, 2 families meet. One person among them is excited about the revelation he is about to make, and the others dread what will happen next. The Golden Bones by Frank Churcher was published 50 years ago as a simple fairy tale and treasure map, but it soon grew into a dangerous obsession for many, bringing despair, danger, and even death to those associated with it. All the while, a single piece of the puzzle remained unaccounted for. Now Sir Frank wants one last publicity burst, then to put the whole thing to rest. His family are violently against the idea. None of them want the scrutiny it will bring, and as buried secrets rise to the surface, crimes of the past and present are revealed. So I can't remember what it is, and Nathan's playing his game, so I don't interrupt him. But I've seen something really, really similar to this on a TV show. There was this guy, and he'd done like this thing where people like all around the world were traveling to get the clues and stuff. And I can't remember why I saw it on, but there is like a true thing. So maybe it's based on that, maybe it's not, I don't know. But it just sounds really intriguing, and I love the fact that people are looking for the clues, and then all the other secrets are going to come out. So yeah, pretty cool. Next book I want to show you is Mina and the Slayers by Amy Mccoy. This is the sequel to Mina, what's the other one called? Mina and the Vampires, wasn't it? Can't even remember. It's not good, is it? What's it called? Mina and the Undead, maybe? Hold on. I can't read. It's on the back. I literally can't read that. Hold on. I'll press pause. Sorry about that. I just asked Nathan, interrupted his game so he could Google it for me. Yes, it was Mina and the Undead. For some reason I thought it was called Mina and the Vampires, but I think it's because it's about vampires, all right? I don't know. Anyway, so yeah, I read the first book ages ago. Absolutely loved it. This is the sequel to it. I'm not going to read to you about it because obviously it might give spoilers from book 1, so you do need to read number 1. I love the cover once again. Really, really good cover. Gorgeous cover. And yeah, it's just like a vampire YA. This one is set in 1995 in New Orleans. And it says Mina's having a killer Halloween. So I hope to read this book in the month of October because it would be a perfect kind of spooky Halloween read. But yeah, if you've not read Mina and the Undead, check it out because it's really good. Okie dokie. So the next book I want to show you, I was very kindly given as a proof copy. So this is by Holly Jackson. I got the new Holly Jackson. Honestly, I'm so excited about this. And ironically, I've already got this book on a pre-order from Waterstones. So I'm like, when it turns up, I won't need it. I'll have to just pop it on eBay as new. So that'd be all right. But yeah, really excited to get this one. So this is 5 Survive by Holly Jackson, the explosive new YA thriller. She did a Good Girl's Guide to Murder series, which I loved all of those books. They were so good. Really enjoyed that series. And this is, as I say, an uncorrected proof copy of her new book. I'm trying to see if there's information about it, but all it says on the back is like the red dot moved again towards the wheel, towards her, but she backed away and the dot disappeared, re-emerging on the other side of her, moving beyond the back wheel, a crack in the darkness, louder now. She was outside with it. She flinched, hands up to her ears, and the red dot wasn't there anymore, but there was something else, a splintered hole in the RV, the size of a bullet ball. So yeah, YA thriller, as I say, Good Girl's Guide to Murder was so good. I really enjoyed that series, so I can't believe I managed to get a proof copy of Holly Jackson's new book. Okay, where should we go next? We'll go with this one here, another signed copy. As I say, I get very excited when I get special edition signed copies, you know, always good. So this is Medusa's story. It's like a retelling of Medusa, you know, the girl with all the snakes, and it's by Natalie Haynes. And look at this, it's so pretty. So it's got the sort of sprayed edges there. It's got a little bit grubby on the bottom. Not happy about that. Not so bad at the top, but the bottom's a bit anyway. But yeah, this is the story of Medusa, like a retelling. I'm really excited for this. I've read another book, I can't remember the author, but yeah, a few months ago I read another book about Medusa, which I really enjoyed. So she's just one of these characters which I find just very interesting to read about, and just kind of feel emotionally kind of drawn to her story and stuff. So I'm hoping this is going to be another good retelling. And as I say, I've managed to get the Waterstones signed exclusive of that one. Okie dokie. So another signed exclusive I got is Amari and the Great Game. Yes, Amari 2. I loved Amari and the Night Brothers so much. It's by B.B. Alston. And yeah, I got the, as I say, signed copy. Oh, look at the purple sprayed edges. Absolutely gorgeous. Oh, and there is the signature from the author. Oh, wow. I was going to say, I haven't looked under the cover, but look at that. It's all sparkly. Purple and gold go really well together, do you think? So yeah, I absolutely loved Amari and the Night Brothers. Once again, I know, as I said, it is a middle grade, but certain middle grades I will buy and I will read and hopefully enjoy. And this is going to be one of them because, as I say, Amari was one of my favourite books of last year. Absolutely adored it. And just, yeah, I'm really excited. I've actually got number 2. I've waited so long. It was meant to come out earlier in the year. Then it got put back and blah, blah, blah. Then all the problems with Waterstones, blah, blah, blah. But eventually I have it in my hands and I'm looking forward to read it. Okay, the next book I want to show you I got the other day when I was walking past Waterstones, and I just stupidly, very naughty of me, happened to look in their window display, and it was such a beautiful display. They had this book in the cover, obviously, several copies of it kind of scattered about, and they had like sand and water. It just looked beautiful, like display. And I just, yeah, ended up kind of looking at what it was about, and I thought, oh, it sounds amazing. And yeah, so I got it. So it's by Judith Eagle and it's called The Accidental Stowaway. There's some really amazing illustrations as well in this book. It just is so pretty. So it's set in Liverpool in 1910. It says, when Patch runs up the gangway of the RMS Glorious, she is just looking for a quick place to hide. Too late. She realises the ship is moving. Patch has become an accidental stowaway. Luckily, Patch's unconventional past helps her blend in on both the upper and lower decks. But hiding isn't easy. Her new friends urgently need her help, and there's a mystery that needs solving. All before they reach New York. She's got all that just before they get to New York. But yeah, really excited to read this one. I love stories that are set on boats and stuff. Like, I've read quite a few over the years that are set on boats, and I don't know, I find it really interesting. I think my favourite one I can think of. Oh, I don't know. There's been a few. Well, one of my favourite ones was by Ruth Ware, The Woman in Cabin 10. Wow, it's so good. Some people complain that they don't like reading books about boats because they feel it's kind of very kind of claustrophobic vibe when they read a book that's all kind of set on the boat. And I don't know. I just really enjoy them. Anyhow, moving on. So next two books I'm going to show you, I actually got whilst I was in Westfield Shopping Centre. Me and Nathan recently went to Kent to his mum's wedding, and then on the way back we kind of went into the shopping centre, which was my choice and not his. But the reason I wanted to go in there is because they had a big foils bookshop, right? And I've never been to foils. I see people, you know, talk about foils, do book, you know, come book shopping with me in foils. I'd never been there. So when I found out the Westwood Shopping Centre had one, I just wanted to go in and see what the fuss was about. Now, I'll be honest with you. I'll keep it real. I didn't like it. I mean, it was a beautiful shop, as in it was big, spacious, loads of books. But I didn't like the vibe there. I didn't find the staff particularly very friendly or helpful. And just, I don't know, I just wasn't enjoying being in there like I thought I would. So I'm definitely a Waterstones girl, even though they mess up with the pre-orders. But apart from that, I'm always going to be a Waterstones girl. But yeah, I got two books whilst I was in there. I shouldn't have, money-wise. But I don't know, I think it was the excitement. Like, me and Nathan were in the bookshop, he was looking at books that he would like, and I was looking at my kind of sections, and I found these two and I bought them. And then I got back on the train on the way home and I was like, I don't think I should have bought more books. And he was like, no, you shouldn't, but you have. But I don't know, they sound pretty cool. I think they're both series, like parts of series, which is also what I didn't want, because I need to read my books that I've already got before starting, you know, more series. It is what it is, bookworm problems, right? But yeah, this is Blood Scion by Deborah Fillet. This is supposed to be really good. I've heard lots of good things about this one. It says, this is what they deserve. They wanted me to be a monster. I'll be the worst monster they ever created. It says equal parts soaring fantasy, heart-pounding action, and a bloody social commentary. Triumph of a book. So some magic and I don't know. Hope it'll be good. And the other one, I literally love this cover. So, so pretty with all the purple and stuff. This is by Gina Chen and it's called Violet. Oh, sorry, Violet Made of Thorns. Another one I don't really know too much about, apart from it just sounds really nice. It's a it just sounds nice. It's got a pretty cover. It's fantasy. What does it say here? Violet is a prophet and a liar, influencing a royal court with their cleverly phrased and not always true divinations. Honesty is for suckers. Do you know what? I might just go into this kind of open. You know, I don't know. At some point when I fancy a fantasy book, I've got my books kind of arranged into like sections of what they are. So I've got my thrillers together and my romancy stuff and that. And so I've got a section where it's literally just fantasy. So if I'm ever like in that fantasy mood, I'll go to that section and think, oh, you know, I've got. So it might be a case of that. Would I have bought them if, you know, I would have just been in town? Probably not. But I blame foils. Foils made me do it. Okay, so I've got two more books to show you. Actually, no, I've got three. So I'll do it quickly because I don't need to get bored. This one is Unraveller by Frances Harding. I don't know her surname, sorry. Another Waterstones signed exclusive. Just show you the signature there. And yeah, loving the blue sprayed edges. I love sprayed edges. Do you think I love sprayed edges? Yeah. It says you can't cure a curse. You have to unravel it. You have to find the reasons that wove it and work out how to pull the threads loose. I'm not sure if I like the spider on the cover or not. I mean, I'm better with my spider phobia than I used to be, but I'm still a bit like, But yeah, I kept hearing things about this book, like really good things. And I'm sure I've read a couple of her other books like years ago, and she's quite like, her books are quite like creepy folklore, magic-y kind of stuff. And yeah, I don't know, I just got it, so I hope I like it. And the other book, now this one I pre-ordered, so I'm really, really excited for this. This is also going to be read in the month of October because it's got like a dark kind of vibe, and it is The Weight of Blood by Tiffany D. Jackson. Her books are so good. I love her books. The only one I didn't like was the last one, and I can't remember what it was called, but all the other books that I've read from her are amazing. I was just seeing if there's the, you know, when they do the titles of other books, but I can't seem to find it. Hold on, here we go, at the back. Monday's not coming. Let me hear a rhyme. Groan. that was it. I loved Grown. Oh, and White Smoke was the one I didn't like. Wasn't that keen. So basically this author, she does, like, the books that I've enjoyed, she does a lot of like contemporary, YA contemporary, and they're normally like quite very similar to kind of Courtney Summers in the way they're thought-provoking, they're raw, they're gritty, they're amazing. But then with White Smoke, she kind of went down a horror avenue, which I just wasn't feeling. It was making me uncomfortable. I didn't enjoy it at all. And this is another kind of horror vibe. I think someone said on Goodreads when they were reviewing it that it's a bit like a retelling of Carrie by Stephen King. Never read it, never watched the film. I kind of know a little bit about it, but not much. So I'm going to go into it kind of open. It's quite a gory front cover there as well. But yeah, I don't know. I'm hoping this book will be better because as I really enjoyed her other books. It was just the last one I wasn't keen on. It's something about a girl with a prom as well. No one knew it would be the last time that most of them would be seen alive. Party goers in their tuxes and fine gowns, and yeah, I don't know. It's going to be quite dark. I've got a feeling I'm going to be like, ooh. So the last book I'm going to show you, I picked up from a charity shop for, I think it was £1 or 50p, something like that. And this is a book by Paul O'Grady. I love Paul O'Grady. He's so funny. And I love the fact that he is so lovely and kind and helpful to animals and stuff. So big up Paul O'Grady. Very, very cool. He was really funny back in the day. He used to be a drag queen called Lily Savage, like a comedian. And oh my God, he's so funny as Lily Savage. And also as himself. But anyway, so this book is called Eddie Albert and the Amazing Animal Gang. So I love the fact that I've said I'm not going to read many middle grades, and I've had like 4 or 5 in this video. But anyway, I'll forget that. But I just saw it in a charity shop. I'm going to save this for like Christmas time. I know it's not about Christmas. It's not got a Christmas energy or anything, but I just thought it'd be really cute and sweet to read at kind of Christmas time. Last Christmas I read J.K. Rowling's The Christmas Pig, and I absolutely love that. I'll probably read that again this year, actually. And this kind of like, I don't know, that kind of sweet and animals, and I don't know. I might keep it for Christmassy time. So yeah, this is about a boy who can, well, talk to the animals and his adventures, and yeah, I think it's just going to be really cute and stuff. So there we go. The Amsterdam Adventure. So there we go. That is that one. Okay, they are the books. Tell me what book you like the sound of the most. Of any of these books have you got to read or would like to read? Let me know. I'm trying to think. Favourite cover. I always like to do this. And this isn't about the book I'm most excited about reading. It's literally very much like, you know, favourite imagery of the cover. I don't know. They're really pretty. There's a lot of pretty covers here. I think I'm going to go with the Skeleton Key, maybe. Actually, do you know what? No. Do you know what? No. I'm going to go with The Very Secret Society of Irregular Witches, because I love this, like the little car there and the little house and the grass, the gate there, the trees and the little books. Yeah. All right, this is my favourite imagery cover. All right, everyone, thanks for watching. As I say, click like, comment, leave a lovely comment. I love knowing what you're reading, or if there's any books out that you're excited about. Share the video out on your community tab, social media, that kind of stuff really helps me, you know, helps the channel, you know, to get more, you know, people to watch. And please subscribe, that would be amazing. And also I have another YouTube channel, which is Minxlaura123 ASMR. Links down below to that. If you need help relaxing, sleeping, just kind of chilling, then yeah, check out Minxlaura123 ASMR. Also, if you want to come and follow me on Goodreads, please do. The link's down below. Also down below, the links to Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and I have a throne wish list if you would care to spoil me and treat me. All right, everyone, take care of yourselves. Happy reading, lots of love, and yeah, I'll see you soon. Mwah. Bye bye.